Most people don't spend their weekends thinking about fasteners, but when you are staring at a stack of siding that needs to stay put for the next 30 years, the humble nail suddenly becomes the most important thing in your toolbox. These stainless steel ring shanks from Simpson Strong Tie are a bit of a departure from the cheap, bulk bin hardware store options that tend to rust out after a couple of rainy seasons. What hits you first is the build quality. They have this distinct, textured checker pattern on the head, which isn't just for show. It actually does a surprisingly good job of breaking up the light, so you aren't left with a wall full of shiny metal dots reflecting the sun back at you. It's a small detail, but it makes the finished siding look much cleaner and more professional. Now, the real reason to grab these is the Ring-Shank design. If you have ever dealt with siding that starts to cup or pull away from the studs, you know how frustrating that is. These have a grip that just doesn't want to let go. Once they are driven in, they stay put, which is exactly what you want when you are dealing with wood that is constantly expanding and contracting with the weather. The diamond point makes them easy to start too. You aren't fighting to get them seated, which saves a lot of headache when you are working on a ladder or in an awkward position. They are made from Type 304 stainless steel, which is a solid choice for most environments. It's tough, it resists corrosion, and it's going to outlast the wood itself in many cases. That said, if you happen to live right on the coast, where the salt air is constantly eating away at everything, you might want to look for the 316 grade instead. It's a bit of a bummer that these aren't the absolute top-tier marine grade, but for the vast majority of inland projects, this 304 steel is more than enough to get the job done without breaking the bank. One thing to keep in mind is that because they are stainless, they are a bit softer than hardened steel nails. You have to be careful with your nail gun pressure. If you go too hard, you might find yourself bending a head or two, especially if you hit a particularly dense knot in the wood. It's a minor learning curve, but once you dial in your compressor settings, they drive smooth and consistent. Honestly, it's hard to get excited about a box of nails, but when you find something that actually does what it claims without any fuss, it makes the whole project feel a lot less like a chore. If you want to make sure your siding stays exactly where you put it, these are a pretty solid bet.
Check out the video description for updated price. And thank you for watching this video.